Good morning, Justin. Before we begin, I wanted to confirm that you have granted permission for this session to be recorded and used for educational purposes. Do you consent to having this video shared in an internet forum and for it to be evaluated by psychotherapy students?
I do.
Great. So, as you know, today we will be starting to identify the problem areas in your life through an area that I specialize in called the Humanistic approach. You contacted my office earlier in the week and mentioned some concerns that you have had. Whatever it is you would like to discuss, I'm happy to listen and hear what it is you might be experiencing.
All right. So I just started college. I'm a freshman at Bridgewater State University, and it's been difficult. It's like I used to be a really good student when I was in middle school and high school, but recently I've been having trouble concentrating and getting homework done and studying and just time management. Sometimes I'll end up oversleeping and being late for class, or sometimes I'll just skip it entirely. And then when I do that, I miss notes and assignments and things like that. So it's been tough in that sense. And then when I do go back, I'm totally lost in terms of content, and not even really knowing what the professor is even saying. And so because of that, I've been having a difficult time just participating, and because I don't know too much of in depth what we're talking about, so I can't participate or do or contribute in group activities as well as I could.
Yeah, I definitely understand that adjusting to the more relaxed structure of college can be a challenge. Have you talked privately with your professor at all, or has she specifically addressed your attendance?
No.
Okay, well, maybe a first step would be opening a line of communication with her. Perhaps, attending available office hours, or even asking or inquiring about programs that may be available to help you learn the material. Have you made any friends in any of your classes that may also be able to help you?
Not so much, but I mean, I am trying though. To make friends and just finding people that I want to hang out with. I'm not right now. I don't really feel like I'm fitting in anywhere really. But I am trying to. I think that's part of the problem, because I don't really have that many close friends here. And I end up feeling left out, or trying to please the crowd that I do end up with. I don't know. I mean, it's almost like I don't know, like a chameleon. I adapt well, but it's ends up being exhausting trying to be someone that I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, adulthood is definitely a time of experimenting and finding out who you are, but remaining true to yourself is definitely an important part of staying genuine and truly happy. No matter who you are or what you do or how you identify yourself, just remaining true to yourself. What are some of the things that you do enjoy?
I sing sometimes. I play the banjo a little bit. I like to go on adventures. Just like hiking and camping and fishing and things like that, traveling. And I have my private pilot's license too. So.
Wow. So it sounds like you value the simplicity of life, and I think that's very admirable.
Yeah. One time it was like 4 a.m. and I texted a whole bunch of people that I hang out with, and I said oh, what are you guys doing tomorrow? We're going to go up to.
This was in high school?
This was at college actually.
Oh, okay.
This was so they were just people that I was hanging out with, and I was just trying to just do something, and yeah, so I texted them, super early, and I was like, oh, you guys want to go like to New Hampshire and like go climb a mountain, and most of them were like, no, like you're crazy. It's like it's super last minute, but four of us ended up going, and so we did Mount Monadnock. It took the whole day, but I mean, it was a good bonding experience for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to establish, an identity, especially in a new location, when you continue on, another path in your life. But finding your self-concept, it's a process. You don't need to stress about it. You have your whole life to learn more about yourself and like what works for you. It's all a matter of progressing through life rather than trying to perfect it.
Yeah, I mean that's a better way of looking at it. That who I am and the things that I do shouldn't be covered by other people, and because they have different interests or different hobbies than I do. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm always trying to just get people to like me. But I at the same time I don't want to be like the banjo guy or like some douche that like flies a plane.
Yeah, I mean, when you do things that you enjoy, like playing the banjo or flying a plane, how does that make you feel?
I feel good. I mean, I feel free. I mean, especially with flying, it's something that a lot of people don't do, or some people are afraid of, and it's something that I'm able to do and kind of escape from everything. And then with singing and playing music, it's brings people together. Whether it's roasting marshmallows or something, and I'm going camping with my girlfriend or a couple of friends or something. But and I have really fond memories of doing stuff like that with friends that I had back home. But I mean, I don't have those connections here as much. I don't have people that I'm not that close with.
Yeah, I agree. You are very right that everyone is different and everybody has different hobbies and interests. But that's what makes you you and them, and it's what kind of makes the world go around. What have your feelings been like when you're alone, or just thinking about whether it be past or future?
I don't. Usually I'm thinking. I mean, usually I'm kind of scared. That I won't find these people. That I won't make these connections or whatever. Because I had people in my life that knew me from basically the beginning. Since I was a lot younger.
Like a sense of familiarness.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, I get anxious sometimes, and I don't know, feel helpless. When it doesn't. Things don't work out the way that I want them to, or especially sometimes sometimes if it's really tough, like get caught up in saying that like I hate myself, kind of that like what's wrong with me, that I can't do these things.
I appreciate your honesty, Justin, and telling me how you feel. Unfortunately, our session is almost about over. But we can continue processing these feelings that you're having for next time. Try to keep in mind that this is a shared journey between you and anybody that is involved in your life, and that you should be able to continue doing the things you enjoy and spending time with people that accept the values that you also endure. For next time, I think I want you to experience the things that you once enjoyed and internally feel those feelings that may come up, especially the ones that you have in that exact moment. You may spark up a new motivation, cultivate a new relationship, or you might even experience like a sense of sadness or a loss of a special memory that you once had with those friends back home. Try to be aware of what comes up for you, and we can work on clarifying and isolating those emotions next week.
Okay. Yeah, and I can even jot some things down so I don't if something comes up, and so I make sure that I know what it is. Yeah. All right.
All right. Great idea, Justin. I definitely think that expressive art is another great form of therapy. And, you know, through your music, it seems like you can connect your inner self, you know, to the outside world and also express it, you know, to the people that do understand the things that you like. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next week.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.